morning, children. Today's subject is science. Today we are going to see the next part of lesson number 11, that is cell structure and microorganisms. Last period we have studied about the structure and function of compound microscope. Then about the cell size, different sizes, different shapes of the cells. Then two types of cells, that is animal cells and plant cells. Okay, their structure and the components present in that and their functions also. So these all studied in last period. Now today we are going to start the new part, that is microorganisms. Let's see about the microorganisms. From last year also you have heard the word microorganisms. Okay, now here some questions they ask. See, let's recall what is meant by microorganisms. Yes, see, everyone think over it. Microorganisms, what is meant by microorganism? Their name itself give the meaning. Micro, yes, micro means what? Very very small, very very minute. Organism means living thing. Yes, microorganisms, very very small. So but how much small? So these living organisms are all around us, but we are unable to see them with our naked eyes. Okay, so these are called the microorganism. Microorganism is a living organism which live on earth, which are around to us, but we are unable to see them. But how we can see them? Under the microscope only. Okay, they can be seen only under the only under the microscope. So these living organisms are called microorganisms. Understood, everyone? See the next question. Categorize the following organisms into two groups according to size. Some examples they are given. We have to categorize them into two groups: amoeba, paramecium, euglena, snail, elephant, pigeon and worms. So these organisms we have to categorize into two groups. Which two groups? Small size organisms and bigger size. Now amoeba, can we see amoeba with our naked eyes? No. So this is the microscopic size or smaller size, very very minute size. Paramecium, these also. Euglena, yes. So amoeba, paramecium, euglena, these are the microscopic size. Okay, these organisms are in microscopic size. While snail, elephant, pigeon, worms, these organisms we are able to see with our naked eyes. So these are the bigger size organisms or bigger size animals. Okay, so these are the two size. According to their size we can categorize these organisms. So see the definition of microorganisms. We have learned that there are countless living organisms on the earth. Yes, of these the organisms which cannot be seen with our eyes but can only observe under a microscope are called microorganisms. Just now I explained. Now next part is occurrence of microorganisms. Occurrence means what? Their living place. Okay, means where they can live. So that is called the occurrence of microorganism. All around us microorganisms are there, and surrounding to us what is there? Air is there, water is there, soil is there, whatever maybe the things are there, garbage are there, human beings are there, plants are there, animals are there. So in that all things they have the microorganism. Within a body also have the microorganism. In air have microorganism, water, soil, garbage, in all these things have the microorganism. Then some microorganisms are solitary. Solitary means they can live single. Okay, while some live in a colony, some live in a group. For example, amoeba, paramecium. Okay, and while some microorganisms live on the remain of dead plants and animals. Dead plants and animals. On that also some microorganisms can live. So this is the occurrence of microorganisms. See the next part, that is observation and measurement of microorganisms. So for that you have to do an experiment. What? See, you have to take a moistened piece of bread or bhakri, and you have to keep in a closed box or any closed container for how many days? For 3 to 4 days. You have to keep that bread or bhakri in a closed container for 3 to 4 days, and after 3 to 4 days you have to observe. So you will observe that there is a growth of fungus, white color or black color growth of fungus will be there. So that fungus we have to observe under the microscope. But now it's not possible to observe under the microscope, but just you can observe, just you can see the growth of fungus. Okay, what will happen when you observe under the microscope? You get the structure of fungus. So how that structure of fungus is there, that you can observe under the microscope. Then if you take a drop of muddy water, in that also so many microorganisms are there, and if you observe that drop of water under the microscope, you can observe the microorganism. Then yogurt also, in yogurt also have the bacteria, yes, that is microorganisms. So under the microscope you can observe their structure. So this is the some experiments, but now because of that online we are unable to show you the microscope. Okay, when school will start, then we will show to you. Now see here some extra information, that is, do you know we cannot see objects smaller than 100 micrometers in a size with our eyes. Okay, so we make glass slide of a microorganisms and observe them under a compound microscope. However, if a magnification of 1000x proves to be insufficient, then we need to use an electron microscope. In last period I explained, if by using compound microscope also we are unable to see their structure, then we have to use a electron microscope. Okay, now size of some microbes they given. Paramecium, how much is the size? About 100 micrometers. In last period we have explained, I explained to you. See their size, millimeter, 1 millimeter means how much micrometer, 1 micrometer means how much nanometer. So paramecium size is how much? 100 micrometers. Then bacteria of typhoid, it is 1 to 3 micrometers. Then poliovirus, yes, it is 28 nanometer. Okay, microbes measure less than 100 micrometers. So their size is less than 100 micrometers. Even in these minute organism, their organelles carry out all life processes within a single cell. Though their size is very, very small, but their all life processes, whatever may be the growth, digestion, excretion, then their development, these all things are occur within a single and within this small, very, very minute cell. See how, imagine that within a very, very minute cell, how their all life processes occur. Yes, no? Very interesting. Now see one question, use your brain power. Can the point of needle accommodate microorganisms? Yes, we know needle, how much their point, how much very, very, very small. Is it the what is the question? Is it that needle accommodate microorganisms? Yes, because microorganisms are present in air also. So within that point of needle, so that point of needle also accommodate many microorganisms. Understood everyone? Okay, so now the next part, nature of microorganisms. How is their nature, how is their shape, how is their function? So these all parts we have to see in a next video.